Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino, and we have to talk like you have no idea. Um, Wednesday, I guess I'll start off with the date, March 24, 2021. It was not my fault that they decided to put a cargo ship sideways in the Suez Canal. Yeah, I explained to you they would do something to prop crude oil back up. I had no idea this is what they would do. But expect more. Expect a lot more. We're going to talk about that, why. And yeah, sometimes I do scare myself. It's really the truth. Crude oil was the big winner today off of this thing with a cargo ship lodged in the Suez Canal here. Crude at one point was higher by over 6%. It finished the day up about 5.25%, which is epic. Absolutely epic. And expect more. Like I just said, they're not done. I would not be surprised, because this would be a prime time to do it, for them to follow up what happened in the Suez Canal with something else. And that will cause the price of crude to really spike. I explained to you how this works. I'll cover more of that. So let's talk about the stock market. Forget about crude oil. All over the place today. A really nice rally across the board, which reversed. Stocks finished lower across the board. Nothing major except for the NASDAQ, which took a hit, but lower nonetheless. 10-year yield, stable. 1.61, dollar getting stronger. Now, cryptocurrencies are kind of mixed here. Bitcoin put on an absolutely fractional loss. A couple of the cryptos got hit today. XRP got hit today. Okay. Silver took a fractional loss. Gold had a slight gain today. That's where we stand with this market. And again, I want to cover a lot of things with you, so bear with me. Let's do that here. We understand that they're shutting down the global economy yet again because of these new variants. And we got a couple of words today from the CDC, and they're setting the groundwork. Here we go. CDC director, COVID variants could fuel another surge. Okay, duh. They've been telling us this for the longest time. Understand what they're setting up. More shutdowns. They will not allow the global economy to open until the central banks are done, more so than the Federal Reserve. Not done at all. Here's another one. This was earlier today. U.S. manufacturing drops as durable goods orders plunge. Lovely headline, but no surprise to you. We're in economic freefall. Now, about this thing with the Suez Canal. Here's a headline here. Suez Canal blockage may ripple through the global energy market. People, I want you to understand what you're seeing. I outlined this for you days ago. I wrote a whole article that's available to be seen right now in the Trends Journal where I explained to you, and I explained right here, what they're going to do. Understand, you're not allowed to know about inflation. All right, we have inflation, but you're not allowed to know about it. They're going to hide it. They're going to hide inflation in the rising cost of energy. They're going to point their fingers. That's why we have inflation. That's why we have inflation. So count on the price of energy going much, much higher. They won't let crude oil fall. They'll do anything. I mean, as bizarre as it sounds, they'll block the Suez Canal here if they have to. This was no accident. I heard from a master mariner today. I'll read to you what he said to me about this, and you're gonna love it. Anyway, so realize what you're seeing. Nothing is real, and nothing is what it seems. Let us move forward. If you are planning on taking a cruise, forget about it. You're not allowed on board without a COVID vaccination. So that's just the way it is in the New World Order here. Now, we understand there was this issue with AstraZeneca. They fudged some data. They're clearly lying about things. They're covering it up. But to my relief today, I was so happy about this. I was beside myself. Dr. Fauci says it's all good. It's all good. Ignore the lies. Ignore the faking of the data. Doesn't matter. It's all good because Fauci says it is. I was so relieved about this. I hope you're as relieved as I am. It's hard to breathe. I'm just ecstatic. It's a beautiful thing. Let us move forward. I'm not going to even talk about that. Well, maybe I will. Here we go. So we have Fed President Bostic today talking about how the Fed is going to raise rates in 2023, despite the fact that we heard from Powell who said, no way, it's not going to happen. And then right behind that, we had Fed President Bullard saying he will not forecast any interest rate hikes until he sees proof of a strong economy. Well, it's supposed to be strong. They're telling us it's overheating, something along those lines. Now, we heard from Yellen Stein and Powell Stein today, and we're going to talk more about that. How about this? So Janet Yellen wants you to get vaccinated. She says vaccinations are critical to the economic recovery. Meanwhile, the CDC followed up later in the day today and said these new variants are surging despite people getting vaccinated. So it's not working, obviously. An untested vaccine, and it's not doing anybody any good. It's causing a lot of harm. You're not allowed to know about that. Here's Powell again. Fiscal support is at the heart of the recovery. So what he's saying is much more debt creation is necessary. And I explained to you, you can't fix this. No amount of debt creation issuance is going to do a darn thing. It's not going to help here. And of course, they were back to the climate change thing today. How a central bank is going to fix climate change, I don't know, other than throwing trillions of dollars at it. So expect that to happen too. Hey, all that needs to be done now is turn a large cargo ship sideways in the Suez Canal and crude will pop higher. People, you can't make this stuff up if you try to. It's absolutely incredible. So, while we're on the topic, this is me. Knowing what you know now about how this game works, and it's astonishingly twisted, let you and I'll read the comments, make a prediction on what you believe their next trick is going to be to prop up crude oil. Because I can promise you another one is coming. And it's going to be a pretty epic one. Epic. It's just too much here, people. So apparently they're trying to spin this one. Are you ready for it? That although we had probably some of the worst economic news we've had to date, in February, all the economic news that came out, they're trying to tell us that in March, everything is turning around. It's fantastic now. It's a lie, all right? We're not even done. We're not close to bottoming out. I think you absolutely know that. Now, this is me. How much of this BS do they really expect people to believe? Do they believe or think that people are really that dumb? Unfortunately, I think people are that dumb. Not you, if you follow on this blog. It's absolutely so crazy here. Let me move forward here with this here. I told you about crude oil today, this whole thing. I'm trying to find, here we go. This is a master mariner who was talking today about the sideways ship in the canal. He writes, I spent 20 years as a master mariner. That, the event that happened today, does not happen by accidents. For a vessel to be starboard side bow into the bank like that, it defies the mechanics of bow cushion. I'm not smart enough to know what bow cushion is. So this guy, Master Mariner, says, in his opinion, this was either intentional or it was intentional. Absolutely. This was done by design, on purpose, 100%. They know what they're going to do when they're going to do it. But wait for what's coming next. Wait for what's coming next. So here we go. With regard to Facebook and Twitter, 12 attorneys general are calling on Facebook and Twitter to prevent anyone from posting anything contrary to the mainstream narrative about vaccinations. You're not allowed to know anything else. You're not allowed to hear another person's opinion. They want to shut it down. Is this America? Does this sound like America to you? No, with regard to Facebook, I got another ding today on Facebook. Here, account warning. Your account may be restricted if you violate again. So people, if you follow me on Facebook, I got 5,000 friends and about 8,000 people who follow my work. Start moving to Twitter at least. I'm going to try to open up something different. Or follow me in my chat room on my website, traderschoice.net. I post everything there. Things that you're not allowed to see or you will not be allowed to see. Articles, different opinions, my opinion. If you're interested in that, just go to my website, traderschoice.net, my chat room. I post everything there. Everything there that you're not supposed to know. take advantage of my website. I could just take it down. It doesn't matter to me, all right? It's there for you. I pay to have it there. I pay for the chat room. So take advantage of everything that's on my website, at least the chat room. Use it like Facebook or Twitter. Talk to each other. There's a lot of smart people there. If you need me to make the room bigger, I will. Right now it holds 250 people at one time. So go over to my website, start following my work over there, and get involved with these people. They're very, very smart. In my chat room, it's an incredible thing. Anyway, let us move forward. So here we go. This is what I want you to focus on. I've again explained to you as of late that they will prop up the cost of energy to hide inflation. I explained to you how they're going to do it. Heck, they may even park a cargo ship sideways in the Suez Canal to help pull it off. Oh, I'm just kidding. That could never happen. But Fed Williams today, a third Fed president today, said doesn't expect inflation pressures to build up because the Fed is going to hide inflation. People, without tooting my own horn, I am one of the best Fed callers that's out here, anywhere. And I'm explaining to you, they're going to boost up the price of energy to hide inflation. Look here. It's energy. It's not because the dollar is cratering or they're creating all this cash out of thin air and buying everything. No. Look at energy. That's what they're going to do. So be ready for it. Absolutely be ready for it. Back to what I said. Fauci insists that the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine candidate is good. Thank you, Dr. Fauci. I'm so relieved after the lies and they actually published fake information. But now that you told me it's good, I'm just thrilled about it. I don't know what I'm going to go do. I really don't know. Anyway, it's a beautiful thing. Here we go. Direct from the CDC. They're explaining right here about the variants that are surging around the world, and even though record vaccinations are taking place in record numbers, these variants seem to be overtaking them. Duh. Imagine my surprise. I'm so scared. I'm really afraid. You really got to be kidding me. Anyway, that's it, people. I could keep going on and on about it, but I'm gonna call this video. It's getting kind of long anyway. Very important. Please concentrate on the things I've explained to you here. What they're gonna do, why they're doing it. This is how I can tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. This thing in the Suez Canal, not my fault. I knew they were gonna pull something off. I had no idea it was gonna be putting a ship sideways in the Suez Canal. But that's nothing compared to what they will do to keep the energy price high, especially in this environment where the Fed is going to hide inflation. Open your eyes, raise your awareness, let other people understand what's going on here. Okay? With that said, this guy loves you. Please share the video. I'll see you in the morning.